Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Delightful Kiss Boy, and we are back with some Obsidian. Now, it'll be blueprints pretty soon here, but I just wanted to show you what my plan is going forward, alright? So what I did is I went back, I watched my video, and I've compiled basically everything that I saw in the video into this Obsidian vault. I would have put it in my, other vault, my personal vault, but I didn't want you guys seeing all my my stuff, you know, my dirty laundry. You know, you gotta get to know me better before I air that, alright? But, here we go. I've been getting into Obsidian lately. It's pretty cool. You can kind of just, put a bunch of notes in, and, it'll make this giant fucking Pepe Silvia-ass graph here. That's what we got. So, I put everything in here. I kind of have this overall puzzles page. Where I have kind of like the things that I'm trying to do. I want to get to room 46, obviously. I want to get to the antechamber because it said something about the antechamber being the room before. And apparently it's a sealed room, so it should be difficult to get into. Also, I want to get the orchard gate open. I want to open the bunker door at the campsite that we saw, which is right here. So I got screen caps and everything. This is pretty slick, alright? We got a smooth operation going here. And then, you know, open the other... I also went back and I noticed a few things. So I noticed, for example, that in the parlor, or the boudoir, or whatever the fuck it is, rooms, let me go here, boudoir, this safe is actually over here in this wall. So what I'm thinking is that, like, the way that we get access to the safe, because I don't think we could bypass all the stuff in front of it, is I'm wondering if we need to, like, get to day 25 or something, like Christmas, and then it'll be moved over there. I don't really know. Anyway, also, one thing about the chapel. It says, in the description, it says that there are 8 angels, and they're called Azurin angels. So, I don't know. I only saw 7 here, I think, so I might have to go back and check. For the 8th angel, because I don't know where it is, but maybe that's the puzzle. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, but basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to just not really take notes while I'm playing, and then after I play, I will compile everything I've learned in this Obsidian thing, which I got a lot of shit in here. I got people, places, mechanics, items, everything is going in here. I'm making my own personal wiki here. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so this should be fun. Alright, so without further ado, let me just play another day of blueprints. Alright, BRB. Alright, here we are, back for day 2. Let's get into it. Let's get back into that wacky mansion and try to solve some more puzzles now that I've taken some notes. Alright. So, I don't think I need to go outside yet. I don't have any reason to, I don't think. Let's just make sure that nothing has changed here. Looks the same. Yep, same cards and everything. Alright. So, let me just read this. Open only in the event of my death. All the same. Alright, we're good, and that has that. Alright. So, somebody commented and gave me a tip that I should open up all 3 doors first. Which I think makes sense usually. Sometimes I might not want to in case, I want to get a gem or something. Alright, so I'm going to start with the west because I know that the doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So I think I want to explore the east wing first. And so if I get rid of dead ends here first, then that would mean that I'd have a less chance of getting it in the east wing. So I can go with guest bedroom, but that seems not so great right now. I mean, it's okay. Bedroom right here isn't like an ideal spot, I don't think. But it leads out to the right, so we could begin exploring over there. But I think I'm just gonna go with closet. Well, let me think about this. I mean, ideally, dead ends would go in, like, corners, but I think I want the items from the closet, so let's see what we get. Alright, so we got a shovel this time. Looks like it could be useful for digging. Yep, makes sense to me. And then we got a dice. Alright, I was hoping for a key, but there you go. Alright, so now we got the closet there. Let's go straight. Alright, so we got parlor here. I wonder if the puzzle's different. Alright, utility closet. I think that'll be useful for the dark room, and then we got bedroom again. I think I'm gonna go with parlor here. Also, I went into the closet before checking out the other shit, but that's fine. Alright, so we got parlor there. I want to see if the puzzle is different this time. And then finally, we've got this one over here. So, guest bedroom, pantry, or corridor. So, corridor would probably be most useful in the west wing. And I think pantry's good because it'll give us some coins early on. So I'm going to draft the pantry over there. Okay. So we got our pantry over there, and I see an apple, and I see our coins again. Question is, where do I want to go? Do I want to go into the parlor first, or do I want to go in the pantry? Don't think it really matters particularly, so I'm just going to go into the... I'm going to go into the parlor first. Let's just do this. Let me just make sure that nothing's changed here. I mean, I got that, the wind-up key that's part of the parlor game. We got a thing, a coin, a small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn 1 additional coin and interest. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, that's good that we went in here before we went into the pantry, because now we'll get extra coins from the pantry. All right, here we go. So, one of these 3, at least one of these 3 tells the truth. At least one of these 3 lies. And only one of them contains the prize. So the statement on the white box is true. Okay. There is a second wind-up key in this room. And then this box and the white box are both empty. Okay, well this one's a little more interesting because if there is a second wind-up key in the room, assumedly I would want to find it, right? Let me see here. So, I mean, at the same time, can we make a deduction based on that? I mean, if there are 2 wind-up keys, we could open up 2 different boxes, right? So, anyway, let me just think this through. Okay, so the statement on the white box is true. So if this one is true, then this one says that there is a second wind-up key in this room. Which would mean that there would have to be a second wind-up key in the room if both of these are true. And then this one would have to be false, which says that this box and the white box are both empty, which would be false, which would mean that one of these two, or sorry, this one of these two would contain it, but it would be indeterminable which one it is. But if this one is true and there's a second wind-up key, we could open both of them, right? But I don't see where the second wind-up key would be, but it could be in the box. It could be in the box. Okay, well, let's say that this is false. If this one is false, then there isn't a second wind-up key in the room, which would mean that this one would have to be true, which says that this box and the white box are both empty, which would mean that this one would have the prize, right? Yeah. So, I think it's this one, because I don't think there's a second wind-up key in the room. Alright, well there we go. We got the jewels. I think it was like a little bit tricky there, though, because like, technically... Wow, wait, only one of them has anything in it. So I think that was the key there. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. There we go. So it couldn't be in the box. Alright, there we go. So it was determinable there. Alright, so I'm going to connect up here. I'm going to go in here next. I guess I should have opened this door up before I did shit, but it's fine. No, I should have got the gems in case I want to unlock a special room. So we got den now. We've got bedroom, and we have corridor again. Now, den doesn't really do much for us with the right connection, because that's just going to connect with the pantry, which I don't think is, like, super useful. So I think bedroom might be the better call here, and then save the den for later, to get more connections. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the bedroom in here. Before I go in the bedroom, though, I will go into the pantry. So I'm going to go into the pantry, and I'm going to eat the apple here. I'm going to take the coins, which I'll get extra coins because of our coin purse. Look at that. And it's the same puzzle here as before. Now this is blocked off. And we have a tree and a bobby pin. Are these... So this is what I was wondering, is if the paintings change in these places. These ones might have changed. I don't know. I'll have to consult my notes in the video after the video's over. That would be annoying because I entered in painstakingly what all of the paintings were. Let me check this one. They do change, bro. Oh my god. They do change. Oh, wait. It's based on their position. Wait, I got it. That's the crowbar. Oh my god. Okay, so the paintings... So, okay, I noticed that pretty much every room has 2 paintings within it. But the paintings, what they are, is dependent on the position of the room, not the room itself. So that was where the dining room was earlier. So I'm gonna have to remap all my notes. That's what I'm getting out of this. Alright, here we go. That's fine. So let's go in here. We get some additional steps, and yep, the paintings are different in this one, yep. Alright, so the paintings correspond to the position of the rooms and not the type of room itself. So I'm going to have to map out each of these to each position, and then I'm going to assumedly have to use that in a puzzle soon. Alright, well let's go ahead and draft the extra room here. I mean, we could be fucking ourselves right here, actually, pretty badly, because we only have one connection here, so this is a dead end. We're fucked, but we have a re-roll, so that's good. We have a hallway now, so that's good. That saves us. We have security, though, as well, and I do want to see what security is. It says, view inventory of all items currently in the house. And we have the den as well. I think I want the security room. I want to see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and draft the security room. I mean, these all have the same connection profile. Hallway, den, and security, and the only one we haven't seen is security. So yeah, let's just go ahead and put security down. I don't know if that's a mistake, but we'll see. Let's check out security. What the hell? Oh, we got a cutscene. So this is us walking up. What is going on here? I was not expecting this. Wow, there we go. We got our... Huh. Alright, so we're looking around. And we see recording tape reels. And... what are we looking at here? I'm wondering, it seems like there may be some kind of a darker undertone to your great uncle. Like, I mean, look at this. Like, what is this for? You know, and like, there were allusions to his character being questionable. So I'm wondering if there's some dark secret for the uncle. Okay, so there's a piano room with a bunch of chairs and shit. That's us. Very good. You're poking yourself. Very cool. Okay. Well, there we go. So, I'm glad I drafted this because it looks like we've unlocked some lore here. Alright, so... interesting cutscene playing. We've got coffee, we got a coffee maker, we got a microwave. Let's take a look at this. Staff notice, effective the first week of December. This is the same announcement as the one in the commissary. Looks the same. So this is where one of the punch clocks is. And there's a terminal password that's scribbled out. And I can... Excuse me. I can see like an S, and I think it ends with like a U or something. Those are the two same images from earlier, but it said with one and then without the other. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Okay. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks of the estate. Okay, so that's where we got the keycard from the billiards puzzle. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay, I was wondering if there was something like that, because it would be kind of easy, I think, to just make a bunch of connections, you know, to get up there. To note, we don't have any keys so far, which is not great. Alright, let's see what this is. There's a little monitor here. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press Enter. I just pressed A. Security, view estate inventory, keycard system, log into network. Alright, view estate inventory. State inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added, so we've gotten everything so far. Alright, keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Set security level, change offline mode. So it's security level medium, offline mode locked. Set security level. The security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed on your estate. E.g., you should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Alright, so I think what may be the trade-off is that if we have the key card, then security doors, we get through them. Whereas if we don't have the security doors, we may have to use more keys. So... I guess I'll put it low for now until we get the key card. I guess. Offline mode. This mode determines the default setting to the security doors. This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, the offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. Okay, so I'll set it to unlocked. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Return to security menu. Log into network. Terminal password. Press escape to go back. So, I mean, we know it starts with S. But we don't know anything else yet. So... I don't know how to read that yet. Because it was the same in both places, right? I mean, S... N-U... I don't know. I'll have to... I don't think I can read that. Anyway, let's take a look at this shit. So there are these tapes, though. Can we look at the tapes? Can we look at this? We can look at this. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equals lies. Oh, interesting. Wait. There was a red memo in, the other area, right? The commissary, wasn't there? I don't remember what it said, but that's interesting. Okay, so in that case, this is true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. As redundant security members, normal doors within the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. And then, so this means that it is locked, and access doors are no longer so okay, but it's false. So it could be unlocked, and access levers are required to grant entry. No, I mean, okay, that doesn't make any sense. But basically, to be false, you don't need both statements to be false. Okay, there's a white knight in here. Okay. Oh, I wanted to check in the closet if there was a chess piece, but I guess I forgot. Okay, well, this was an interesting room. There's a phone in here. Let's look at the screens here. So there's a room that has a piano and a bunch of chairs. So that must be like a recital room. There's a room that looks like a library that has a piece of paper in the middle. We've got, that's the nook. That's the vault. And the vault, I mean, it looks like a vault. And the vault is open. That is a room that I don't know. It has interesting flooring. That looks like the spare room. That's the... is that? I think that's the whatchamacallit. The, what is it? The... nook... storeroom. Okay, but let me read the description for security. A control room with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, inventory system, and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where the estate's patrol guards kick up their feet and thank their stars. They're living in the modern era. Okay. That looks like a hallway or something. That's where we are. Does it update where we are? Or is that just... Oh, it does kind of update. Yeah, it does update where we are. Interesting, that's fun. Alright, that looks like an office of some kind. That looks like some kind of, I don't know, closet thing. Nursery. That is interesting. That looks like a display room. That looks like a display room as well. There's another piano room. Is that a pool? That's the vault again. Okay, well there we go. Alright, well this was an interesting room. Let's move on to adjoining rooms here. Does this have any, actually, does this have any, paintings in here, is what I'm wondering. Positionally, I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess we'd have to place it in a room down that contains paintings to determine what they would contain. Alright, anyway, let's go over here. We'll draft this room here. So, the patio... Spread gems in each green room. Does that mean already drafted green rooms, or is that just all of them that we draft from here on out? Because that could be good. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the den. I think it's the better option because it allows us to go down. And it's just a safer option. We get another gem. So let's go ahead and draft the den over here, because that's up against the edge, yeah. And then over here, we definitely want this to, like, I think, connect if possible. The chapel connects. The utility closet. Here's the thing, though. The chapel, we're wasting a connection point. We're losing money if we go through there. I wanted to save the corridor for the west wing, but I think that I'm going to use the corridor here. So, let's use the corridor there, and let's figure out where we want to go from here. I think I want to go to the den next, because I want to go down into this corridor, or this corner there, so we can ideally get a connector here, and then a dead end, and then we'd be utilizing that space efficiently. So I'm going to go into the den over here. I'm going to get our little gem. Alright, this is some peas here. And this is the mountain specifically out in front of the house. So that's to note. We have a locked trunk here. We have no keys. But we'll remember that. There's a locked trunk in there. We got our gem here. There's the pawn again. I wonder if the pawns are room specific or if they're location specific as well. Because that would be interesting to know. Let me think here. I'd have to go back and check what I put in each room in my notes. I don't want to do that now, but I'll do that as I'm processing new information in Obsidian. Alright, so let's go down first. Let's see what we get here. Spare room is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted, actually. That's great. Okay. So we got spare room there because that'll connect us down to the corner, and then we just need a dead end down there, which there should be plenty of, I think. Lavatory here. There's greenhouse. You are more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. That could be an interesting place to use a shovel, but the drawing room has more connections, and I think we want that. And I also want to see what this means. You may draw new floor plans while drafting this room. See, I don't know what that means, so I'm going to go ahead and draft the drawing room next. But before we go to the drawing room, wow, that looks enticing. And I want to go in there. Maybe we'll learn, oh, maybe we'll learn more about these if we go in there. Okay, anyway, the possibilities are endless, folks. All right, so let's go back here. Does this always have a ceiling fan? I don't really know, but there we go. Actually, you know what'd be interesting is what if the spare room gets updated the more we go into it, and maybe that ceiling fan was not there before. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so here we go. We want a dead end here. Observatory's good. Storeroom is also good. Nook doesn't seem ideal. Okay, here's the thing. I do want keys. So I would like to get the stars here, but I think I want the storeroom's stuff. So I'm going to go into the storeroom here. Okay. Yep. Alright, so the corner has a dog tag and a stag. A dog stag there. Alright. So we got our key here, which is what I wanted, and that's a pawn. We got another gem here, and we have a coin. Okay. So we got all this stuff. Let me just make sure, is this still here? Yep, the little, whatchamacallit. We got this there. I mean, everything else looks about the same as last time, I would say. Appears to be so. Okay, so let's go ahead and exit here. Let's go up. Okay, so let's go into the drawing room here. Yeah, let's go into the drawing room. Let's check out what this is all about. Drawing room, and we're in rank 4. Alright, so there's a man walking there, and he's got a long gate. And he's got a long gate. She's got a small gate. He's got a really long gate. He's got a small little gate. That horse has got a very long gate. Long gate. Short, short, short. Long. This is definitely like a puzzle, I can tell. I just don't know what to do with it yet. Interesting, though. Alright, so here, though, we have hills. We have the ampersand. We have 3... These look like medium gates. Long gate. Is that medium gate? I don't know. But we have a bunch of paintings. Let me read this. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items in rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay, so this is like a reroll room? I see, okay, interesting. So we get like free rerolls in here. Oh, that's pretty useful. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. And we have a phone in here. Ooh, this is definitely suspicious. We have an empty fireplace. We've also, I mean, this statue out here is probably significant at some point, huh? But, okay, so we have a bunch of paintings with, or drawings, I should say, with different gates. This also has a pawn in here. So, I don't know yet how we're going to use that. Oh, interesting. So this is a drawing of whatever, Herbert Cumberbatch or some shit. He's got a shoe on that's got something on the bottom, it looks like. Wait, look at this. Bent candlestick. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And that reveals a safe. And the safe, we don't know the password to yet. But I wonder if this somehow correlates to the password somehow. But, alright, so we know that there's a safe in the drawing room that you open by moving the candlestick. Is there anything with a chair that's different here? Doesn't look like it. Can we do anything with a chair, though? Okay, anyway. So there's a safe over there. Let me count how many of these there are and see if we could, like, do some sort of math to get a combination here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33? 33, I think. Now, what may be... Let me see here. Let me check how many, if I can... I'm assuming that if we get the combination wrong, it isn't the end of the world. So let's go ahead and put this in. 7, 8, 5, 6, 9. Enter. So it does not tell us how many digits are in the thing. But what if it's just... Ooh, wait. What if it is the number of each type of drawing sorted by the gate size? So this old man has a really small gate, and she's got a slightly larger gate, I think. He's got a really long gate, but it's not as long as the horse's gate. Right? So maybe that's what it is. Okay, so in that case, let's go shortest to longest. There's one dude, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too many. That's too many. Too many of those guys. Unless that's just part of the comp. Let's just try it. Let's see this to its natural conclusion. Does the orientation matter, though? No, I mean... Let's fucking try it. Maybe I'll put, like, the 2-digit number in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, let me write that down real quick, just so I remember. I mean, I can remember 15. Okay, it's fucking 15 to start off with. Then the woman. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 5, 4. Then I think it's that dude, right? So 1, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so 1, 5, 4, 1, 1. That looks like 6, 6, 6. 1, 5, 4, 1, 1. And then finally the horse. Or no, this running kid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5? Wait, let me just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 5. Okay. So 1, 5, 4, 1, 1, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So 1, 5, 4, 1, 1, 5, 6. I mean, we'll try it out. I don't think that's the answer, but let's try it out. So let's clear it. 1, 5, 4, 1, 1, 5, 6. Nope, didn't work. Alright, I don't know. We'll come back to this. It looks like it has something to do... I would assume that there's some kind of logic to this. Like, maybe the Maybe it's the difference between the way that they're facing or something. I don't know. There might be a hint later that we can come back to, but I think that it has something to do with this, and it's probably ordered by the gate size would be my guess, because they're all distinct gates. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We'll come back to this. All right, let's go up here. Utility closet, which is a dead end. East Wing Hall. I mean, I think that we just keep expanding here. We could redraw the floor plans, but I mean, East Wing Hall seems about what I'd want anyway. It's not a dead end, so let's go ahead and do that. That fits perfectly where we are. And then this one over here, we might redo this one. All right, so guest bedroom. I mean, guest bedroom would be okay because we do need some steps back. I mean, but both the guest bedroom and the nursery are both... Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. The nursery doesn't really do... Neither of these really do much for us, really, though. The nook does absolutely nothing. So, I mean, the nook we don't want to do, I mean, except that we get a key. But it just doesn't fit well there. So I kind of want to redraw. I think I want to try to get something a little bit better here. That's not better. Although I do want to see what the lavatory looks like. I mean, the chapel is pretty bad here. It's not the worst, but nah, it's pretty bad. Okay, I mean, I could redraw again using the ivory dice. I do want to see what's in the lavatory, though, at some point. I just don't know if I want the dead end here. I mean, the dead end isn't that bad. We have the corridor down there. I don't know. I think I do want to redraw, actually. So, here we go. Okay, so... hallway is okay. I mean, we're wasting one connection point there. This is pretty not great. The courtyard is okay. But it costs us a gem here. But we haven't seen the courtyard. We have a shovel. Maybe there'll be a place to dig in the courtyard. I'm down to go courtyard here. Let's go courtyard. Let's try it out. Looks like there may be some places to dig. Potentially. I don't know. It looks like there's a hammer over there too, which will be good for the trunk. What's back there? Now the question is, do I want to go into the East Wing Hall or the courtyard next? And I think I want to check out the fucking courtyard, dude. Let's go to the courtyard. That looks like a... Is that a security door? Is that a locked door? Or, I mean, we have one key so far that we got in the store. Let's go into the courtyard. Let's check this shit out. Looks like we got a hammer on our hands. There we go. Alright, heavy-duty sledgehammer. So we can use that to open the trunk back there. This is a place to dig. Excellent stuff. We got a key. Excellent. This is great. This is going well. It's going well so far. Okay, so we have one place that we've dug up. It looks like green rooms do not contain paintings is one thing that's... Or the drawings, I guess. I was calling them paintings in my notes. I should probably update that to be drawings. I wonder if the drawings in here correspond to the drawings that we see in other rooms, maybe? I don't know. Let's continue on this way, though. Okay, so this one, I'm happy with being the chapel. I don't want this to be a dead end, so I will put the chapel in here, but we will not go in there yet. I do want to check out the chapel again to see if I can see a 6th, or an 8th angel, I should say. But we won't go in there yet, because I don't want to lose my money. So let's go into the east wing over here. We can check out the new paintings here. There's a tent, and there's another dog tag. Alright, let's see if we see anything outside the windows. There's what appears to be a boat outside. Okay, there we go. Interesting stuff. That is an umbrella with a little thingy on the side. Okay. Alright, cool. So, let's go up first. It's locked. Let's come back to that. Let's check this door. It's also locked. Okay, so... I think what I want to do is I want to use the first key on the upper door because those are apparently more likely to be locked and I want to get further back So let's go ahead and do that. Let's unlock it with one of our keys here. And now, the boudoir seems okay. Guest bedroom isn't great, because I want to try to get back closer to the antechamber, if possible. So I'm going to put this one down. It's not great, though. So the question is, do I want to unlock this door, too? I mean, burning 2 keys back-to-back seems kind of annoying. So I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to check this out, use a step to do that. Also, I'm wondering if these flowers have something to do with anything. There's these different colored flowers. So this one, missing a candle to note. That's interesting. Let's check. This is the same. So you see that the safe is over here. I was watching my video back, and I completely missed that there's a safe back here that says Cinca Co. And we can't seem to get back there. So I'm wondering if there's like a time, or maybe we can't. No, we can't. Okay, we can't. Never mind. I thought there was a puzzle to get back to this. But this has a combination. Now what I'm wondering is maybe this picture has a clue about what the combination is. So I'm noticing colors. So okay, so what are the colors that I'm seeing? I mean, the lights are 3 different colors. There's red, blue, green. So RGB. There's the different wrapping papers. Red, blue, purple, yellow. The safe was one of the gifts. It doesn't say Cinca Co on it, though, I don't think. So is that a different safe? But let's see. Okay, is there something in the mirror that I can see? It's Christmas. I wonder... Okay, wait. What if it's just 12:25? Let's try it. May as well try it, right? 12:25. Oh, it worked. Look at that. Okay, well, there you go. Just try shit out. Alright, so it's Christmas. Alright. So we got a gem for that. We got a letter as well. Number 4, skin. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. See, okay, this is what I'm talking about. There's some dark undertone to what's going on here. I'm interested. All right, Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece, Marion's. Oh, that's my mom, right? My mom is Mary whatever, right? That you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not by that same display of weakness clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, yeah, so that's us, our son, so Daniel is our dad. Okay, so I was wondering who the father was, because he doesn't mention the father at all. Anyway, your heir will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year, Daniel. Interesting. So our mom made some kind of sacrifice. This is entry 4. Okay, that's interesting. A little bit of lore. There might be some clues in there for something. I mean, flag, the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. Alright, well, we'll come back to that. But cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and draft this room now. So we got the commissary again. There's the nook, though, and the nook lines up pretty well, and it gives us an extra key, which is kind of what we need. The dining room, we haven't reached... We're not... I mean, we're a couple off of rank 8, but I think I want to go with the nook. I think the nook is just what we're looking for here. So let's go ahead and go into the nook. Yeah, and get our key. And we have a new painting, so that's a stage right there, and that's a stag. Stag and stage. Alright, we got a key here, which is just what we wanted. So this has a white rook, and I remember that this nook had a white rook. So it seems like the chess pieces are room-specific. The drawings are position-specific. Alright, we are learning, we are learning. So... Interesting, interesting. Let me just make sure that there's nothing else here. There's the nook, there's the radio. I'm wondering if there's going to be a way that we can turn the radio on at some point. This also just has, yeah, something about journaling there. In the nook. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to connect up here. It's locked, so let's go ahead and use a key here. And we got a lavatory, which is a dead end. We have a utility closet, and then there's the passageway, which is a 4-way... I think I want the passageway. I mean, it costs 2 gems, which is, you know, not ideal, but we're getting close to the antechamber. And I want to keep going. So, let's go ahead and get the passageway in the mix here. And... music change. Okay, so we can go to the passageway there. The question is... do I want to go into it yet? And I think I probably do. We're running a little bit low on steps. We're not really that low on steps. We can always get... we still have the guest bedroom in our back pocket if we need to. Yeah, let's go ahead and go in here. Let's see which doors in here are unlocked. First of all, let me just be careful that I don't miss something here. There's kind of vents here. This is a new room, so... a long, cramped series of unfinished passages used primarily by the servant staff to traverse the estate quickly. Okay. So what I was saying about him being kind of construed as a bad person was actually in the chapel here. You can see a private sacristy as ornate as the most lavish rooms of the state. It's watched over by, see, the 8 Aheron angels, depicted in stained glass. This room was more of a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. So some kind of scandal involving our uncle being kind of a shithead, our great-uncle. He's our great-uncle, yeah. So that must be a security door there that we would need a keycard for. Yeah. So let me go ahead and try to... this is probably going to be locked. Yeah, it's locked. And then this one over here is also locked. So, I mean, we definitely want to go up, I think. So let's go ahead and go up here, and we'll use it. And there's the guest bedroom, there's the commissary, and then there's the boiler room. But these both have gem requirements is the only thing. So I have to, unfortunately, go with the guest bedroom. Ah, man, that's annoying. Because it would have been good to go with the commissary, because we would have been able to get more keys and shit. Also, I don't know what the boiler room is, but that looks interesting. So, let's go ahead and get the guest bedroom, because we have to, and let's go into the guest bedroom. Let's see if there's anything to note here. This is the same thing, I'm guessing. It's been ages. Yeah, the billiard room. I would like the billiard room because... oh, there's a gem. That would have been handy 1 second ago. Alright, the pawn is still there, yep. Now this is a crown and a crow. So, there you go. Alright, so we have a basketball there. So I want to get the billiard room because if we get the billiard room, then we get the electronic keycard, assuming that nothing gets reset there. Alright, so we got more steps. That's annoying, though. That's aggravating right there. Alright. So we have to head a long ways back now. So we're going to be using a lot of these steps, unfortunately. Because I think what I have to do is I either have to go back to the chapel, the corridor, which is always unlocked, which is good. Or we go back to the den was the one that had... Yeah, okay, let's stop by the den. The den had a locked chest... And I can use the sledgehammer that I got from the courtyard in there. So let's go ahead and do that. I am liking this game so far, guys. Let me tell you. Alright, so that one's locked. Yeah, okay, because we don't have a key. Just checking there. I'm guessing that... I mean, once again, there has to be... The puzzle for this has to be... based on these paintings, I would assume. I'm wondering, like, if the different facing... You know what, let's just try it, we're here. Let's try to do the same thing, but I'm going to have it so that the differently facing paintings cancel each other out, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count the right as being +1 and the left as being -1. I'll just take the absolute value at the end. So, 1, 0. Alright, let's start with the old guy. Okay, so 1, 2... 3, 4, 1, -2, -3, -6, -7. Alright, so 7. Alright, so 7 is the first digit, I believe. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, -1, 0, 1, -2, -3, -6, -7. Yep, -7. Alright, so 7 first, then -1, 0, it was -1, 0. So those fully cancel out. So it'd be 7, 0. 7, 0. Now this man, okay, so 7, 0, and then that's -1, 0. 1, 2, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. So 7, 0, 3, and then the horses. 7, 0, 3, -1, -2, -1, 0, -1, 0. 7, 0, 1, 0? Was it 1, 0? Okay, let me just try that. 7, 0, 1, 0. 7, 0, 1, 0. No, okay, let me recount this guy. -1, 0, 1. Oh, we forgot that boy. Okay, wait. But let's recount this guy. Okay, sorry. All right, so -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. No, it's 3. Okay, sorry. 7, 0, 3. Okay, 7, 0, 3, and then let's do the boy. 7, 0, 3. I've got to remember that. Okay, 7, 0, 3. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 70, 330. 70330. Let's try that out. 70330. Enter. Nope. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that. I may have to rewatch the video. Maybe I'm miscounting something, or maybe I'm just wrong. So, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that probably next time. Anyway, so let's go into the corridor. Well, let's go into the den and break open the, was that always on? I think it was. I think I'm tripping. Alright, let's go ahead and break that open. Alright, what do we got? Yay, a key. Excellent stuff. And a gem. Silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Life has many doors, Ed boy. Alright, so... that's excellent. Okay. Now, I think while I'm here, I want to go into that corridor. Because I'm just down here already. And also, I'll check the security thing on the way and see if I missed any items here. Inventory. Nope, we got everything. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so let's go through here. I'm going to try to find the billiard room to get the access card. And let's go. Alright, so... lavatory, dark room. We cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. And then there's the kitchen that has food for sale. The kitchen connects downwards. Dark room. I mean, we haven't gotten the circuit breaker room yet. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen next. Because the chapel connects up anyway, so that should be fine. I mean, we use a gem here, but that's fine. And we can buy some more food here. I might actually buy food because we'll want to be going through the chapel at some point anyway, I believe. So, seems as good a time as any. Alright, so we have the pie, or the cake tray, plus the necktie. So I think this is where the bedroom was before last time. Okay, so let's check out the menu here. Meat's back on the menu. Alright, so we got banana, we got club sandwich again. We've got chef salad, which gives us plus 5 steps for every green room in your house. And then the main course, the porterhouse steak. We get plus 10 additional steps if we have a shower room in our house. A delightfully expensive steak cut, bone-in. I love bone-in these things. An extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. You know me, darling. I love extravagance. Okay, so... chef salad. So how many green rooms do we have in our house? We have 1 green room, so that is 5 steps for $5. This is 3 steps for $2, so that's a better rate. And then this one is 8 steps, or sorry, 15 steps for $8. So if we bought, I mean, we can't even buy this, so it's between these two. So, I mean, we just buy a banana, right? Yeah, let's buy a fucking banana. And let's go ahead and buy another banana. I'm going to use all of my money because I'm going to want to go to the chapel soon anyway. So, there we go. Maybe I should have held off on that. Oh, there we go. The utility closet anyway. Conference room. Ooh. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they're placed in this room instead. Ooh. Okay. So, the conference room lets us connect out more, which is probably good. And I want to check what's in the conference room, to be quite frank. So, let's go and do that. I don't think I should have spent all of my money, actually, there. I think that was stupid. But hey, whatever. We live and learn. Okay, so we got a spiral staircase. And that is the constellation, the Diamondus Minor constellation, I do believe. We have a bunch of notes here. Can we read any of these notes? There is a red note over there. Now, the red memos lie. Safe code 9083. But this is lying, right? Because it's a red memo. Isn't that correct? The blue memos are the ones that aren't lying. Alright, spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they're immediately placed in several of your rooms currently in your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay. So I see. So it's good that we didn't draft that other room. Interesting. Alright, so that has a safe combination. Which, you know, we may try on the drawing room safe. Let's just remember it. Keep it in the back of my mind. I don't want to write it down now. 9083. Alright, so if we add all those numbers up, what is that? That's 20. So we know that the code is wrong if it doesn't add up to 20. This is how I'm going to remember it. 9083. I'm going to remember it as 1983, but it has to add up to 20, so it's 9083. Alright, there we go. Little way that I'm going to remember it. Okay, so here we go. Dining room. We almost are on rank 8. We can't actually get to rank 8, which would mean that we'd be able to get to the dining room. The nursery is losing value over time, but I don't really care. We've never seen the lavatory yet, but the dining room connects wells here. So I'm going to put the dining room in here. We have reached rank 8, so we do get the main course. Excellent stuff. So before we eat that, let's see if I can draft a shower room to get the additional steps. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's do the lower one here. We want this one to be a dead end. Commissary, walk-in closet, 4 items, dude. Mailroom, a package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. That's interesting. Now, walk-in closet is tempting because it has 4 items, which may have keys, because we are out of keys as it would appear, right? So... no, we have the silver key, though. We do have the silver key. I want the walk-in closet. I'm sorry, mailroom. Oh, that's so mysterious, though. God, that's so mysterious. That is so tempting. I feel like I gotta do the mailroom, man. I gotta do the mailroom, right? I do want those 4 items, though. So bad. This is so tempting. It's so tempting. Which one do I want? So, here's something to note, is that if I don't get the mailroom again, I gotta do the mailroom. We have to figure out what that is. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Order placed. There we go. Alright, let me check this shit out. This is also, okay, Sinca Co. So that's what the same company that made the safe that we saw. Alright, there is that is a flan or a pudding of some kind. That's what's in here. And then also there are hills. Okay, so this position has flan and hills. Alright, Dad. This is from Dad to me, Simon P. Jones. So that's that, what is his name, Dennis or some shit? SKR6789. What does that shit say? That's red. So, okay, there's a lot of, like, symbolism about blue and red in this game. And you could kind of look at this. I mean, this is like... so, there's the book about the Red Prince. And I think... and then all the red shit is lies, all the blue shit is the truth. And I think that we are the blueprints, and there's some red prince metaphor or something. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Friday night. I'm thinking that we just might. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited. But I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor, be excited. That's interesting, because this doesn't sound like that other letter that we read that I thought was also from our dad. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirigy blocks. That was the machine that we found in the, what is it, the Courtyard, or whatever the hell it is. What's it called? The shops. Commissary. Why did I say Courtyard? I'm stupid. I'm a stupid man with a stupid plan. I'm sorry. All right, so that was our dad. What was interesting, though, is, like, once again, that letter, I thought that was from our dad to Uncle. So maybe that was from, like, a long time ago. Ooh, this is interesting. All right. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. And that's signed with some kind of... That's an interesting signature. What does it say under that? It says... Getting mail. There's some kind of very small print there. Dirigi... I'll have to look at this back, I guess. I can't read what the fuck that says. Utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Oh, so it's a puzzle to use the fuse box. Indicator settings. We sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. So that must be what the login is for. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate a purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. That sounds like fun. I actually like the sound of that a lot. I don't think that we need more detailed instructions than that. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate a purple. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually, and I would love to do that. That sounds like a delight. I like puzzles like that. All right, here we go. Okay. Mail. We got all this shit. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything here. All right, so... Okay. Looks clear. The coast seems to be clear, I would assume. Okay. I think I saw everything. I might have missed something. I'll watch it back later. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can't draft a shower before we eat our steak dinner here. Steak and eggs. That is the dark room, but this is the West Wing Hall. That seems ideal. Once again, I mean, we're filling this shit out. Let's go with the West Wing Hall here. Question is, do I eat this now, or do I try to hold out for the shower room? I mean, we're not in a hurry. I mean, I can come back to that later. The question is, do I want to come back here? I mean, we might come back to the conference room. We have to come back through here anyway, unless we connect up here with the chapel. So, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with risking it for the biscuit. So let's go in here and see what's up. Okay, ooh, we have... Interesting. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epstein, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. So that's why it's locked more. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, We ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft So we might want to find the other part of that. These are boarded up. All right, there's a crow. There's the rowboat. Okay, okay. Interesting that these are boarded up. Okay, okay. There's a chair. There's all that shit. Boarded up windows over here. I wonder if that's just with any room that would go here. All right, let's go ahead and see what this is. All right, this is unlocked. That's good. So, lavatory. I mean, we still have not seen the lavatory. Commissary doesn't seem super useful, but it does connect okay. But also the maid's chambers, but then it says less likely to find items laying around your house, which seems kind of bad. At the same time, we've already gotten a lot of rooms here. And I don't want to use a gem here, so I think I am going to go with the maid's chambers, and we could... Well, I mean, we have to check it out at some point anyway, right? We got to check it out. So, we've gotten it relatively late, so this seems fine. All right, so here we go. Maid chambers here. Staff notice the day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Hawley, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. So Miss Babbage, here we go. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Hawley is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. So, Friday. That must be when we got here, or when we left to come here, right? So that might be day one, is Friday, November 6th. Interesting. Okay. There is a queen of diamonds, by the way, and there is a car in here. I want to read the descriptions of these. A typical example of the accommodation for the live-in staff of the estate. It appears this particular bedroom belongs to one of the maids. Okay. Let me check out... I think I need to check out one other one here. We got all that shit. Drawing room. A social sitting room adorned wall-to-wall with artwork and drawings. An unfinished sketch of your uncle sits on an easel in the middle of the room, providing a vivid image of what were presumably his final days, depending on when the project was abandoned. Okay. Security, yeah, we already read that one. Observatory, conference room, and mailroom. So mailroom. A dedicated mailing room in which incoming and outgoing post and packages are sorted and then delivered within the estate to their intended recipients. Type tomorrow, blueprint, dead end. Okay. Conference room. In his latter years, H.S. Sinclair had become withdrawn from public life and conducted all business from the comfort and privacy of home. This included the occasional board meetings which were held in his professional setting of this room. So he was withdrawn. I've seen all these. Let's check out nondescript. West wing of the estate has been closed since the death of Lady Epson. It is unsurprising, therefore, that this hallway is in its neglected state, features boarded windows and dust-smothered furniture. So there was something about like the good lady or something like that, or the something lady, and I think that might be Lady Epson. I keep saying Lady Epstein. The fenestrated hallway overlooks the east side of the estate. Warmed, yeah, okay, that's fine. And this shit we've already all seen. Courtyard here. A charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies within the privacy of the manor walls. Yep. Commissary kitchen, and there we go. Okay, so. Maid's quarters. Here we go. Ooh. So there are some people in this. So I'm wondering if the woman sitting down is Lady Epson, because she died, and it would make sense. I mean, I don't know. She's pointing down. Look at that. pointing down and to the right. There was a statue that was pointing down as well, but let's take a look at this. So there's a maid there. She's pointing down. I wonder if there's like a murder mystery and she's maybe like trying to signal who this is or some shit. There's a guy holding a bowler hat with his hand on the thing. She looks concerned is the thing. There's a confused maid standing behind them. I don't see Hubert, unless Hubert's in the back left if this is like an older photo. There's two people over there. And, okay. Interesting. Interesting stuff there. Mila. That's the angel. That's one of the angels, is Mila. So that's the one with the broom. This is also Sinkako. Okay, okay. Alright, so this is Mila. Alright. We have a dummy here. That looks like a panel I need to open. Alright. We have a bong. No, it's a lantern or a lamp or whatever. Maid's outfit. So, wait a sec. Mila. That has a moon on it too, right? Am I crazy or is that a moon? There's like a crescent moon imagery throughout this. There's a hat there. That's a vacuum cleaner. Interesting. So, there must be something to do with this room with the chapel. Now, red rooms. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But this room must be connected to the chapel somehow. I wonder if we need to actually like, physically connect it to the chapel, but here we go. Alright, let's see what's up here. So, utility closet that has a breaker box. Hallway that would connect these. Bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. We have not drafted this one yet. So here's the thing. If I use the hallway, it obviously connects to the chapel. Chapel provides us a way of getting back to over there without needing to use so many steps. But it's not that bad. Well, I don't know, but we'll be going back. We want to go back through the dining room anyway. So I think that we can dead end this. And I kind of want to do the utility closet here, right? Because, I mean, this counting as 2 bedrooms is not super useful right now. Especially when we're going to get a bunch of steps from the dining room. So I'm going to make this the utility closet. And I want to try to solve this puzzle, man. I mean, I think the breaker's fine right now, but... danger, toggling of breaker... may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Keycard entry system. Dark room on. Garage cabinet off. So these are all on. The garage is off. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plans functionality. Interesting. Keycard entry system. I can turn it off. Would it just open up? Because I have it offline. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's turn that off. And then maybe I'll be able to go through that later. I'm not going to fuck around with that too much. Alright, we have the... Yeah, we saw this already. Because we got up here before. Okay, so... Interesting. Alright, so we have the breaker box drafted. There's a little fan that connects to it. I'm assuming that when if we draft the dark room, we can come back here and then flip it on again or something like that. So, let's keep that in mind. There's a goose here, by the way. There's a lot of bird imagery around here, which is interesting. And I mean, one of our little plushy dudes is a blue bird. Okay, so let's go back down. And let's eat this dinner and not worry about trying to get the showers here. So let's just go ahead and eat it. Have dinner. Okay. Or showroom. I said shower room. Showroom. Excuse me. So far, I've never seen the showroom even show up. I'll take the 20 steps and we'll call it a day. Alright, so here we go. Let's go back through the conference room here. And up here. Okay. Yeah, let's go through here. Interesting. Wait, what's that? There's a fishing rod and... Alright, there's a fishing rod and then this is an open road. The wide open chode. Alright, maybe I didn't check this room too much. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, there we go. We have the... I like this. I would hang this up in my room, man. It's kind of ominous looking, and I dig that. And I just love... okay. I love any drive that looks like this. Holy shit. I need to go take a drive like that. That sounds amazing. Alright, so we're here now. Let's just go ahead and check this while we're here. Might as well. Press enter. View estate, inventory. Nope, we got everything. Alright, so there we go. Got all that shit. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going, man. Okay, so let's go up here again. Let's try out the safe password. It was, what was it, 9083? Right, because 1983, but then it adds up to 20, because 0, you know, plus 9, plus 8, plus 3, yeah, that adds up to 20. Alright, so 9083. Nope. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this safe combo has something to do with the paintings in here. I just haven't figured out what the puzzle is. I'll look at it later. I want to continue on for now. Okay, so next thing to do, I could go to the chapel, which I'm fine with doing, yeah, because we have 0 gold. I want to go back up there because assumedly the passageway on the right should be unlocked now because we've disabled the power and we set the offline mode. Now this here, I want to look for the 8th angel because there's the broom angel is this one, so that's Mira. But look at this. Okay, so it says that there are 8 angels. Is the other one like hidden behind this? And they said it's in stained glass, right? I mean, because that up there is the symbol of the place. Huh. I mean, is it behind this? Or something? That's an interesting thing. Now that's an interesting thing right there. Because there's only 7 shown on these stained glass windows. Unless I'm tripping. I could be tripping. That right there is a 7. That is not an 8. I would assume that the last one would be over here. Mira. I don't know. I don't know yet. Okay, but let's go ahead and unlock this room here. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter gymnasium, lose 2 steps. Billiard room. Okay, so billiard room. I want to go back to the billiard room anyway. And that connects up... well. It connects up well, yep. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the billiard room here. Because I want to see if I can get the key card anyway. Alright, here we got a nice tiger there. We got the cake platter thing again. Alright, let's go ahead and see if the dart puzzle's the same. It's probably not. It's probably switched up a little bit, but I know how it works now, so should be easy peasy. Alright, yeah, it is switched up. Alright, so we got 15. So we click 15, and then that's 3 plus 1 plus 5, which is 9. So right there. And then that is 5 plus 2 is 7 minus 4 is 3, so that's down here. And then this one is, I think that it just goes by addition, subtraction first, then multiplication, and then division, or something like that. So 15 minus 11 is 4, times 3 is 12, so let's go ahead and do that. And then this one is 4 minus 2 is 2, times 7 is 14, so let's do that. And then there we go. Alright, so we got the key card now. So it always has the key card, it seems like. So, there we go. Now, electronic keycard opens electronically powered security doors. So, the question here is... Well, first of all, let's draft this. So, bunk room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. That doesn't really help us much. Workshop. Combine inventory to create new items. Got item. Alright, opportunity to earn and spread money, but we don't have 2 gems. So, it's between these two. And I think the workshop sounds like a no-brainer to me. We gotta go with the workshop here. And we are definitely gonna go in there. Yeah, let's go into the workshop, baby. Here we go. Workshop, here we go. Okay, so... Gears, we have a whetstone, we have... That's a hacksaw in a stump. Interesting. That right there is... I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's some music. Okay. So that's 8. So, stones cut by hand and letters rot do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the... excuse me. The bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. The note is read, the letter is not. So, these are different musical notes. So, I mean, this is, treble clef up top. That's, what is that? That's, B flat, E flat, some shit. And that's D, D, F, G. I mean, I don't know. It says that the letter is not. The note is read, the letter is not. So... Among the bold words spoken soft. Message is bold. This is number 8. So stones cut by hand and letters rot do spell our secrets carved from thought. So stones cut. I mean, we'll come back to that. What is this? That looks like broken lever could be useful. All right. Well, there we go. We have a broken lever. Okay, there's a pilot. And that's the herbs thing. Okay, so we've been here before. Okay, so... Interesting. So we have a little workbench here. Where we could assumedly combine items, I guess. Ooh. Trunk. 7.8 inches, 22.7 inches, 8.5 inches. The true box does not always contain the prize. Ooh. Oh, that is... No, wait, that doesn't... That was already evident, right? Yeah, it's not always in the true box. No, okay, I thought it was like saying that there's maybe like a better prize than one of the other ones. Yeah, I know that. That's how fucking logic works, dude. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, workshop. Okay, here we go. Combine inventory to create new items. So, broken lever. Could we make a sledge shovel? Sledgehammer plus shovel. Nope. Sledgehammer plus broken lever. Plus... nothing else. Okay, so we need more there. Okay. Shovel plus broken lever. Nope. Okay. Coin purse plus nothing. Broken lever plus shovel. Nope. Okay, well, we have to come back to that. But broken lever is used in here somehow with potentially those other items. So that's interesting, I guess. Whetstone. Okay. Good to know. But there's sheet music. I saw on the security camera there are rooms that have pianos. So we'll see. Alright, so let's go and draft a room here. Dark room. Okay, I want to go to the dark room this time. You cannot see the floor plan while drafting this room. Patio is also tempting. Because we'll get more gems. In the courtyard. It's only the courtyard, though. Let's go with the dark room. I want to find the The secrets of the dark room. Before I go in, let me just take a look around here. Take a look around! There we go. Alright, so let's go in, let's have it do that, and then let's go ahead and try to flip the power back on before we draft from there so that we're not drafting blind, assumedly. Yeah. So let's figure out if I want to continue going back to the circuit breaker in the utility closet or if I want to go back up. I think I want to go up because we can check on the door and see if we can get through the door now that we've disabled the power there. I mean, we are running a little bit low on steps is my only concern, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so let's go up. Let's do this. We have the key card anyway, but well, it said we can clock in back there, so maybe I can go back to the security room and do that. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Freezer. Freezes your accounts. Money and diamond gem amounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. No, okay, these are interesting. Commissary. I want to go with the wine cellar here, I think. They're all dead ends except for commissary. We could do commissary to go up and try to get to the antechamber. Oh, man. Commissary is pretty useless, though. But it will allow us to continue on. I'm pretty sure that the door is going to be locked. Yeah, let's fucking try it, man. Let's fucking try it. Okay, here we go. Let's go on in here. We just want to see this. We still can't play this, it appears. Okay. Let's go ahead and read this. So this is wrong. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. That's wrong, though. Okay, now look at this. With this, and this is a plane now without this. What does that mean? Interesting. I mean, this has changed based on the position of the room. This shit is still the same. Okay. Let's just see what's for sale. Gems, set of gems, key, and then upgrade disc. Interesting. Alright, so that's still there. Okay, let's go ahead and draft this room. It's probably locked. It's locked. Special keys. Let's test... Yeah, let's fucking use it, man. Special key, silver key. Let's try it out. Aquarium. Oh, it's every color of room. I want the aquarium so bad, but I can't because I don't have gems. Lavatory would be a dead end. I guess I gotta go gymnasium here. Yep. Fuck it, dude. Okay, so... we're gonna lose some steps here, but... we can get closer to the antechamber here. Alright, there's the thistle there. That's, blueprints. Name of the game. Okay, we got a bunch of basketballs. We got a hoopmeister. We got the hoop here. Let me just check this. This is red. Red. All the way around, it's red. There's a bunch of basketballs here. This says Hoople Sports. Hoople Sports. Hoople Sports. Hoople Sports. Okay. Okay. Well, there we go. All right, let's continue on this way. Let's see what's up. It's locked. Predictable. So we need to find a key. We're out of money. I shouldn't have spent all my money on bananas, it turns out. This is also locked over here. Yeah. Okay. So... let's start heading back. Let's go try to figure out the mystery of the dark room here and go to the breaker box to turn that on. So it seems like we can either get the key card or we can get the security room plus the utility closet to override those other doors. And now, at this point, it would have been good to swap over... Yeah, oh, wait, in the security room, I should have swapped over to high security. Yeah, okay. So that there'd be fewer locked rooms up there. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and do that on the way back anyway. So dark room, so we want to go through the kitchen down there. And let's go through security anyway. Let me switch it over to being high security mode. Let's go in here. Keycard system. Keycard system is currently offline. Set security level to high. There we go. Alright, so I should have done that before we started unlocking. We should have started, you know, before we drafted more rooms up there. This one is also interesting. Alright, well, anyway, so, let's go through here. Let's just go... I mean, I think that I'm running out of steam here before I get to the antechamber. But let's go ahead and try to figure out the mystery of the dark room and try to solve the breaker puzzle. And... I want to go up here. Yep, up here. And then let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so... we want to turn on the dark room. What is VAC indicators? VAC indicators. So I don't know. Let's just try to do this. I'm going to turn this red. Okay, wait. So blue, red. Didn't say it turned purple. Keycard entry system off. Oh, it was like this. No, yeah, it was like that, right? Ooh. I see. Oh, okay, wait, I think I get it, Okay, let me close that, let me start over here. So one of them will be blue. Okay, so I need these all to turn purple. So let's turn this one red, which means this one will become purple. But I need 5 purples. So if I do red there, that one becomes purple. Alright, got it. Okay, so... that one becomes purple. That one becomes purple, but now we're at a dead end. Because now, how do I turn this one purple? Right? Doesn't work. So I need to... do it like... this. Five, and then it says the last one will turn purple. Did we want all these to be purple? I don't know what that means. Alright, we'll come back to that later, but there must be some kind... oh, yeah, it says that instructions will be emailed to us or something. I don't know. So, okay, I thought that was to, like, turn on the things. Alright, we might just have enough steps to get back to the dark room. Maybe not even that much, but I'm going to try. That's going to be the last thing I attempt to do. I'm getting kind of tired anyway in real life, so I will be calling it a day soon regardless. So let's go ahead and go through here. 7. I guess I could calculate it out, but let's just see. I'm just gonna hope. I don't think we have enough, because that's we have 6 left, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're 1 fucking short, dude. Brutal. Alright, well, if I go into the bedroom, I get 2. But I use 1, so I go down to 7, I'd come out, I'd be at 6 again. Brutal, man. Alright, well, we're not gonna make it to there. Okay. Well, let's see here. Well, there we go. Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck else to do, so let's just go ahead and see what happens when we run out of steps. That is a little bit of a bummer, man. It's kind of a bummer. Oh, wait. Look at this. Give me a banana. Okay, you dig up a worthless gold tin can. Not worth picking up. Thank you. I was like, oh, my saving grace. But it is an old tin can that is literally not worth picking up. Okay, well, there you go. Alright, well, we go through the chapel. We go into the billiards room. And then we die. We have 0 steps left. And we fade to black. You've used all your steps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion. Must now return to your campsite to get some rest. Yeah. Alright, well, there you go. There you go. Man, I was so close to getting back to the dark room, and I was going to investigate it. But we made some good progress today. I've learned some interesting stuff. And I will be coming back to this. For sure. For sure, baby. For sure. Hell yeah, dude. This game's fun. I like this. Let's save and quit. Okay, I'm going to call it a night. But that was a good time. I'm probably going to be kind of doing it like this. Like, doing 1 day per day, you know, when I'm playing this game. But I'll watch through this video again, update my notes. We'll go from there, man. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.